over the many years I spent doing this, and this, going from this to this, I realized there are 3 key mindsets that are absolutely crucial for your success. If you want to lose fat, build muscle, stick to these 3 mindsets. Let's get into it. Let's say you're at a party and you overeat. You had some cookies, maybe you had a few extra glasses of wine. You come home and then you have an ice cream because why not? And then suddenly you realize, oh my God, I was supposed to be on a diet. The guilt starts rushing in. Oh God, I messed it up again. All that good work throughout the week has gone down the drain. You start to feel worse. Maybe you're not even cut out for this and you start to doubt yourself. What happens in this moment? More often than not, this actually makes you eat more. You go reach for the ice cream that's in the fridge or an extra cookie and you say, oh, fuck it. It's been messed up anyway. And then you just go have it. How many times have you done that? How many times have I done that? I've done that so many goddamn times where 1 mistake, 2 mistakes, 3 cookies, 4 cookies, it was still fine. I wasn't even overeating by that much, but because I got into this framework of like, oh, I've messed it up, oh, it's already screwed up anyway, you start using that as an excuse and then you just could go completely overboard. This doesn't just happen in diet, by the way. It goes in all aspects. It's like this self-destructive drive that is inherent in all of us. Maybe you missed 1 week, maybe you missed 2 weeks. Let's just screw it. I'm not gonna go. So how do you overcome this? By what I labeled the Saul Goodman technique. Saul Goodman is a guy from Breaking Bad and his name basically stands for it's all good, man. Apply this to your life. Start to reframe things to your benefit. So let's say you had a big pizza and it went over your calorie limit. Say, oh my God, this extra food is gonna make me so strong in the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna lift heavy and all this extra carbs is just water in my muscles that I'm gonna have the best workout tomorrow. This is literally what I do. When I overeat, I'm thinking to myself, damn, I'm gonna hit a PR. What happens when it's the opposite? Oh my God, you didn't hit your protein, or maybe you ate less than you should and you're trying to bulk. What do you say? Oh my God, my belly fat's leaning down. It doesn't even have to be technically scientifically true. Maybe it's a bit of double think, but it's this mindset of not freaking out, of saying to yourself, it's all good. This is what's gonna keep you consistent. This is what's gonna keep you showing up the next day in the gym, in your diet. So use the Saul Goodman technique. Next, if you want a bulky body, aesthetic body, whatever the hell you want, you're gonna have to stay consistent with it over at least 6 months to a year. It's that cadence of training, that rhythm that's gonna get you there. But most people just can't stay consistent. They train for 2 weeks, they train for 4 weeks. The longer ones go until March, right? 3 months, and then they all drop off. You need to understand why you keep skipping gym. There are many reasons you skip. One of the things that happens with me is that when I leave training a bit later in the day, my brain starts to come up with excuses on why I should skip training, why I should just do it tomorrow. I start saying, rest is important. Rest is where muscle grows. I haven't been getting a bit of rest. Maybe today is a good day to rest. I've got this big work thing coming up, so maybe what I should do is focus on that because that's my priority. And 1 day of gym not going, it's not a big deal, right? Oh, it's already 2 o'clock. If I go right now, there's gonna be too many people. All these excuses start piling up and your brain is starting to negotiate with you. And I've realized that the more time you give the brain, the less chance you have of winning against the brain. The only way to win, and this is where the mindset comes in, is what I call the turn off brain technique. This is where you literally just switch your brain off and you just move your body. It's mighty effective. As soon as you catch your excuses start to creep up in your brain, you literally go, brain off now, and you start picking up your gym bag, like putting on your socks, putting on your hoodie, and you're literally like a zombie. You move like a zombie, you look like a zombie, and then you leave the house. And as soon as you left the house, you can turn your brain back on. And what I found happens is that your brain's gonna start thinking again, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone, but it's already too late. You're already on the way. How many times have you just shown up to the gym when you didn't really want to, but because you're there and you started training, you actually had a great workout, maybe hit some PRs, and then you leave thinking, why did I even think about not coming? I had such a great time. You get that all the time when you train in the gym, right? You feel good afterwards, but it's just that initial hump of going. So the turn off brain technique is very, very effective, especially if you're someone that's kind of smart with like maneuvering and making excuses on why you shouldn't this and that. Boom, know that about yourself, shut that shit down, go to the gym, and and stay consistent. If you want to know what to do in the gym, check out my free minimalist workout routines. If you want me to help you personally with this kind of mindset, with the diet, with the training, to make sure everything you're doing is on the right path to building that lean, athletic, functional body, check out Minimalist Training Club, which is the second leg, which is where I coach you every week. Next, the final mindset is what I call the circle of life. And this is something that I only really started embracing in the last 2 years when life got busy. I make content like this, I'm making videos, I'm coaching people in my community, jumping on calls, I have one-on-one clients, I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm trying to do the gym, I'm trying to like script video. There's a lot going on. And what I found is that not everything has to be perfect at every moment. And this is something that you need to realize as well. There are going to be periods when you're training where you fall off. There are going to be periods where maybe you get injured and you have to lay off training for a bit. There are going to be periods where your diet is going perfect. There are going to be periods where you fall off your diet as well. This is one of the things that happens a lot in my coaching community with my clients is they get locked in, they get amazing momentum, and I almost have to tell them, I'm like, by the way, embrace this momentum, protect this time that you have, really milk what you can out of this, because this doesn't last forever. Sometimes your enthusiasm is going to dip. Sometimes things that you don't control are going to happen that's going to throw you off. But what do I keep in through all of these ups and downs is this kind of stoic mindset that this too shall pass, that this is a phase, just like the other part was a phase. The good things were also a phase. The bad things are also a phase. It's the circle of life. It comes and goes. So maybe right now I'm not really focusing on gym, but that's okay, because I'm in my jiu-jitsu obsession season and the gym obsession season is gonna come back. What does this do? Instead of zooming in on what's not working, you can take a more long-term, zoomed out perspective about your life and juggling these different things that are important to you and trust that it will come back again. The effect of this is a bit like the first point. You freak out less. And this is possibly one of the most important mindsets to have on this entire fitness journey, is what I call the non-freak out ability. The non-freak out ability is super, super crucial, because that's what's going to keep you consistent, and consistency is what's going to get you the results from this to this. So that's it, guys. If you watched this video and this actually helped you, let me know. Maybe share with me some mindsets that you have that helped you as well. Share this with somebody that needs mindset help, not just how to lift a bench press help. See you next week. Bye bye.